Here's Custard Pie by Led Zeppelin. Okay, let's dive straight into the tabs. Okay, so you've got this power chord on A. I use my first finger on that second fret, 4th string up there. And what I do is I don't hook it round, because if I was to strum like I was strumming, you'd hear all them notes. So I lay it flat purposely. So if I put the 3rd, 2nd and 1st string, see they're muted, so I can go. And my thumb muting the top string, so the only strings you should be able to hear is the 5th and 4th string like it shows on the tab, but you should have the freedom to go and just hear them 2 notes and the rest of them click. So it goes da, da, da. So 3 lots of that da, da, da. And then what it goes to the now is the 4th fret, so I use my little finger there. And my first finger stays there, it's flattening to create the mute. And then I move my little finger up to there. And I keep my hand in that position to keep the muting going. So it's so you're starting the 2s on a downstroke, duh, duh, duh. So your 4s are going to be an upstroke, duh, 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 and then a downstroke on the 5. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so if you're struggling with that muting, just go like this and just pick the notes specifically, because I know the muting might be a bit of a hard technique to get at first. So just to play the song. Okay, so the second half of that, you play the A power chord once there, bring the 2nd finger up to hit the 3rd fret at the top, and then back to the 2nd. So if you notice, I don't place them down and go. I don't do that. I play 1 finger at a time there. So when you do this note, it forces your 1st finger to come off. And then when you play this, it forces that to come off. So you're hearing 1 sort of bit at a time rather than holding them down and them ringing out over each other. That's not what you want. You want. See, they're individually placed on. Okay, so you've got this. That happens when the verse starts 4 times. Okay, so you play that riff 4 times, and then what you got here is a D sus2 chord. So you play your D chord, you take that 2nd finger off, and you go. Okay, so it gives a nice sort of dreamy kind of sound rather than. So okay, and then you go to the 5th string and go 5, 4, 3, and then 3, 2, 1. So you got 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. So from the D sus2. Okay, and then it goes to the main riff again 2 times. And then you've got a couple of chords here. You've got this E major chord, which is that. And then you've got a G sus4. So if you play a G with your last 3 fingers and put this 1st finger there, that's a sus4. But really, I'm not doing the whole of this chord. I'm just putting my 1st finger on the 2nd string 1st fret, this little finger down at the bottom on the 3rd fret, and strumming from the 4th string. It's a bit less clumpy, so going. I'm sure he plays it up here like this. does something up there, but on acoustic you want a bit of a thicker sound if it's just you on your own. Okay, so and then it's an F power chord to a G power chord, so and then there. So I'm on the top string, first finger there, next string there. It's worth getting to grips with power chords because most rock songs you play will have a power chord in at some point, odds on. So the rhythm for this, it goes A, then G sus4, 1. So these are played on like the offbeat, so 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, and then it goes back to the riff played twice. So I'm going to play it to you nice and slowly. So third time, fourth, D sus 2, 2, 3, 4. Two lots of these. Then an E major chord, G sus4, and then so if you're doing the riff with just these two, still sounds good. If you're on electric, it'll sound alright, but there just will be something not quite right about it. It's that whole solidness of the down and up strung, the momentum of that, rather than it sounds a bit robotic. Rather than it's a lot more assertiveness to it. So alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Great riff to play, great riff to play in a band if you get the chance. It's one of them grooves you can just sit on it forever. You never get bored, a bit like Kashmir. So alright, thanks for watching. Goodbye.